Hey there to our 191 subscribers, our future subscribers, and all the people that secretly watch us without subscribing. Today I wanted to do a story time, or tonight, it's not day anymore, but I want to do a story time about the Valentine vampire balls that I went to. It's something my brother set up when he was in college. And it was just a celebration that he was doing every year back in Ashland, Oregon. And the first year that I went, please forgive me because my memory, it really sucks. But the first year that I went, it was in 1996. And I took a bus up there, and my brother picked me up from the bus stop, and I stayed with him for the night. And the ball, I think the most interesting part was just seeing the different people that came in and how they were dressed. It was like fascinating to me. Me personally, I was dressed in some, I don't remember what kind of black pants they were, but I had black pants on. And then I don't know if you guys know what like a poet's shirt is, but it was red and silk with like these ruffles down the front and then the ruffles around the wrists. And so that's what I was wearing, but there were people going in there that had very little on at times. The one that stood out to me the most, that entertained me the most, was this lady came in with her boyfriend on a leash. And from what I recall, I don't remember exactly, but he had basically, I don't know, like boy shorts on and a crop, or was it a crop, not a crop top, but the ones that just look like a strip of material that goes around, and that's it, and the leash. And he was crawling, on his hands and knees kind of thing. Or hands and feet. I can't remember. But that was the most interesting one. My brother let me run the ticket booth, and that way I could see all the people coming and going, because I was very antisocial back then. Not really because I didn't like people, I was just really shy. And so for me, it was easier to stay inside of a booth so that I didn't have to interact too much with people. And I did get to walk around and see things and explore a little bit. They were doing what they referred to as undead weddings, and I believe they were actually like legally binding, because the person doing it was legally allowed to marry people. And it was mostly like a big dance, lots of music and people on the dance floor. And I don't remember much else about it that I can think of. I just know it was a lot of fun. It was interesting. It was a nice way to just kind of get out of town for a while, and I really needed it at the time because I'd had a very traumatic life experience like 6 weeks earlier when I lost my daughter's dad. And so yeah, I just kind of needed to kind of get out for a while. And then a couple years later, I had moved to where I'm at now, and my brother was doing it again, and I was like, really wanted to go, but didn't have a way to get there. There's not really a bus that goes from here to there. I had a friend visiting, that some guy that was like traveling around the United States from Australia, and he had stopped at my place for a little while because he wanted to check out California. And I ended up paying my brother to come get us. So my brother went and rented a car to come pick us up. And I gave my parents, I don't remember how much money, but so they could take my girls and do fun things with them. Because the balls were not appropriate for children. And so I gave my parents some money so they could take my kids to some waterfalls and take them to do some crafts and all kinds of stuff. And it would have been a very memorable experience, except for I had, what was it? If I remember correctly, my wisdom teeth were had broken the tooth next to it. And so I had to take some antibiotics because I got an infection. And I didn't know I was allergic to penicillin. That's how I found out. But my brother came and got me, and I just took the penicillin right before he showed up. And we made it halfway back to Ashland before he had to pull over and let me out of the car. And that was a rough trip there. I ended up going to a motel with my friend, and he had to call the hospital and ask them how to help me because he was worried about me because I was on the bathroom floor most of the night. And but then the next day I was feeling a little better, and I wanted to help my brother set up, but he told me to rest, and so I just kind of wandered around a little bit. I don't really remember the actual ball that year. I do remember that I had black jeans and this black jacket and then a white lace top under it. And I also put some body glitter underneath the lace so it sparkled because of the lights and stuff. I just thought it'd look interesting. And I had some black boots that had faded, so I put shoe polish on them to make them shiny again. So I remember what I wore, but I don't remember the ball. And honestly, the crazy thing is I don't even remember my friend being there, but I know he was because he went there with me. But I have no memory of him being there at all because I was so sick. But yeah, those were interesting, and I wish that my brother would have kept doing them, but he graduated and it was a college thing, so they ended. I don't know why somebody else didn't pick up where he left off, because it's something that I would probably actually have a lot more fun now, because I'm not as shy as I was back then. But anyway, yeah, that's my story. Very minimal details, because, very minimal memory. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you found it interesting. Please subscribe, comment, and share, and get your friends to do the same thing. And I'll be back in a few days with a video about historic crimes in the county that I live in. I'm just in the middle of doing some research on them, and so hopefully I'll have that all gathered up in the next few days. So anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.